Hey Sainers, welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel and welcome to the round 20 edition of 5 things we learned off the back of our amazing 6-point win against the Melbourne Demons at Marvel Stadium yesterday. As always, thanks to our sponsor, Mornington Peninsula Brewery. Check out their website at mpbrew.com.au. Okay, this is a hard one. This is one of the harder ones to do, to be honest. So, as always, please put yours in the comments. I'm going to miss so many points that I want to cram into this 5, but if you've got some additional ones, please put them in the comments. I love hearing this, especially this week. I can't wait to read them. Okay, number 1. This sport can be miraculous. This is a reminder of the beauty of our sport, why we love this game, why we go to the football, even when our team hasn't won a game for 6 weeks, even when everyone says that we are a shocking team and that we are just down and out and irrelevant. That is the beautiful thing about Aussie rules football, is the unpredictability, the swings in momentum, the crowd from being quiet for the whole day, being louder than it, sounding like 100,000 people in the stadium. It's just incredible. And you know, when you lose faith a little bit, there's always a little reminder of why you follow the club that you follow and why you love those colours and that song that plays at the end of the game. That was what yesterday was for a lot of St Kilda supporters. So as much as it's not something we needed to learn, I think it's just a friendly reminder of the spectacle that is football, and you're so close to greatness and you're also so close to obscurity. And yesterday it was greatness at the end of that game. It was absolutely phenomenal and so special. But number 1, just absolutely miraculous. Number 2, our football IQ, I think, is improving. Some key moments that I'm sure Woody might talk about tomorrow in his video, so I won't go into it too much, but just a couple of moments. Obviously, Naz's IQ is off the charts, so that goes without saying. But there's just a couple of moments like Rowe's kick. Obviously, Naz dictated that, but Rowe resisting any urge to bomb it, immediately calling Naz over when that was paid, when that free kick was coming our way, and them having that set play was just genius from the both of them. But just in particular, Rowe, I think he needs to get the credit for that kick. It was just perfectly weighted for Naz. Hasty, so many moments in that game, but the one that stands out to me is moments before Naz's specky when the ball's on the wing, it goes out of bounds. It goes out of bounds because of Hasty. He was surrounded by 3 Demons players, and if he loses that contest, it goes back inside 50, and that's more time off the clock. He knew it was safer to push it towards the boundary, although he was under a lot of stress from the Melbourne players around him. He took it to the boundary and in the end got the throw-in. From that throw-in, we win the clearance, Mason Wood goes down the line, and the rest is history. So without Hasty doing what he did on that boundary, we do not get that Naz specky. We do not get the comeback that we're all talking about right now. It's just key moments like that, and that's just him thinking about what's best for the team in that exact moment, and he nailed it. So big credit there to Hasty. And the other one is Cooper Sharman. When he took that mark, and then he just played on, and he knew there was space. He knows he's probably not going to get the distance, and it saves time. It's just moments like that that's when you know your team's in tune and you're switched on. And I can't say that about the other 3 quarters, but in that particular moment, he was switched on and he was well aware of what was on the line, and he took his chance. And without his awareness to play on, identify the space, that goal doesn't happen. So Cooper Sharman, you know, a huge last quarter. I think he had 7 disposals and 2 goals or something in the last. So phenomenal from him as well. Number 3, Hunter Clark seems to come to life in these games. I think he is a clutch player. He went to half back in the last quarter. He had 10, and he was the 3rd rated player in that last quarter behind Mason Wood and Nasiah Wanganeen-Malera. I'm thinking of so many close wins that we've had over the years, and he always comes to mind. He always comes to mind. Geelong last year when we came from behind again, he had a huge last quarter. Gold Coast about 4 or 5 years back. Any comeback game where St Kilda get on a roll and you need someone to spark something, Hunter's always in it. He's always in the game in those tight moments. And I think that's where he does his best work because of how he breaks tackles, his composure with ball in hand. He's not always the best kick, but he definitely does identify the best option. And I thought he was just exceptional yesterday. And I think he had his 20 and he grew into the game the longer it went. So I just wanted to give him massive credit there. But I think he is one of those players that in the tight games, he doesn't shy away. He actually lifts. And that's an awesome trait for any player to have. But Hunter Clark, take a bow. That was a great last quarter. Number 4, I learned that was our highest scoring last quarter since round 13, 2004. Against Hawthorn, that was. Where we kicked, I think, 9 goals 3. Yesterday, we kicked 9 goals 2. That's just insane. It's been 21 years since St Kilda has done that in a last quarter. I mean, there's so many records that were probably broken. We're all going to talk about the big one, which is obviously the most significant, but I'm sure there's others that we haven't even uncovered yet. But to kick 9 goals to nothing and to have our best final quarter of any game really since 2004, when we had the G train, Rewalt, Hamill, Milne running around, Cozzy. I mean, look at our forward line yesterday and our team, really, and look at the comparisons, and yet we did that. It's just a complete credit to the team to hustle and to live that momentum. You know, you can, even when it's not like we didn't make mistakes in that last quarter. We did. You know, Stocker getting tackled, holding the ball, Sharman taking a mark, playing on and then turning it over, holding the ball. Even Caminiti's kick before the Stocker free kick. There were so many mistakes, but that never stopped us. And that's a great sign for a young team to continue to push even when making mistakes. And number 5, I've got to mention him, but for me at the very least, under the roof, seeing what Nasiah Wanganeen Malira did, I think that might have been the best individual performance to win a game I've seen in a long time. Maybe ever. I don't know. I'm going to have to think through every single game that I've seen, but it could be recency bias, but it wasn't just his goals, but it was that spear to Higgins, that run from half back. I think it was in the last quarter early where it was a kick in. He hits up a kick, gets the hands, hits another target, keeps going, gets the hands, and we go long inside 50, and I think it's a ball up there. So he basically took us from one end of the field to the other in the last quarter when everyone should be gassed, and he's taken the absolute piss. But we can talk about the goals, but the banana, when he had no right to kick that, the snap to kick us off the first game, and then the specky and finish, ice cold, so composed. And then obviously the winning goal after the siren, when he only needed to score, but he was still, just perfect enough to finish that, and not even just scrape the goals in. It was over the umpire's hat both times. At only 22, only his 4th season. That's just absurd. He's just a very special player. I didn't learn that about him, but I think I learned that might have been the best individual performance from a St Kilda player that I've seen. And 4 goals, 2 in the last, 34 disposals to go with it. And the clutch. It was just the fact that they were both so clutch, you know. It's just incredible to think about. So those are my 5 things. I could have gone on about a million other things, but those are the ones that jumped out to me. It's just a reminder of how miraculous this sport can be, despite being in the bottom 4, not winning a game for a month and a half, and yet there's a little friendly reminder of, hey, we've still got St Kilda's back. There's still hope. There's still something special there for this red, white, and black army. Number 2, our footy IQ is improving. I named Rowe, Hasty, and Sharman, but I know that there are many other players there that did some very critical things in key moments to win us that game. But those were the ones that jumped out to me. Clark, I think, he's a clutch player. He lifts in these really close games when we're starting to get momentum or things just get tight and you need a bit of class and composure. I think he's got that. That was our highest scoring last quarter in 21 years. And number 5 might have been the best individual performance of a St Kilda player I've seen at Marvel, maybe ever. And I can go bonus. Number 6. If you didn't know, 5 things we learned. This is the 6th thing I'll give you, thanks to the 666 rule. That was the biggest comeback at 3/4 time in AFL VFL history. I'm just gonna lap that one up for a while. I'm just gonna maybe a t-shirt or something would be good. I was there when Naz did that thing, you know? Man, unreal. Anyway, those are my 5 things. Put yours in the comments, Sainers. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. And as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.
Get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.